Welcome back to Transfer Talk. We've had a week for the craziness of the transfer window to really sink in, but as ever, the rumours never stop. So let's get stuck into all the gossip. After having an extraordinary window bringing in the likes of Jadon Sancho, Rafael Varane and Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United are still looking to improve, having bolstered their attack and defence this window, and having no complaints when it comes to creativity with Bruno and Pogba starting the season on fire, their defensive midfield options somewhat pale in comparison. Nemanja Matic is not the player he used to be. Now 33, last campaign he sat 120th for tackles and 86th for interceptions in the Premier League, behind Fred on both metrics. And the Brazilian, whilst contributing in his defensive duties, hasn't contributed on the progression side as much as United fans would have hoped. And though they still swear by McTominay, he's missed out 32 games between the 18-19 and 2021 campaigns, and has already undergone surgery for an ongoing groin injury this season. So, according to ESPN, the Red Devils have turned their attention to West Ham and England midfielder Declan Rice. The Londoner is the ideal player to slot into an already impressive side, having shone in a counter-attacking style of football under David Moyes, as well as never being injured in his professional career, only missing a single game back in 2019 due to illness. West Ham have made it clear it will take a lot for them to consider letting the Englishman leave, valuing him at around £80 million with his contract up in 2024. Chelsea are also linked with a move for their former academy player, and the 22-year-old is harbouring ambitions of playing Champions League football. We could already have our first transfer battle of 2022 on our hands. United fans, would you be happy with Rice in your midfield, and how much would you be willing to pay for him? Let us know as always in the comments. Liverpool have had a strange window to say the least. Fans of the Reds have been frustrated with their apparent sell-to-buy approach, seeing them make a net £2 million profit after the capture of Ibrahim Konate from RB Leipzig. Their main focus seemed to be maintaining the status quo instead of joining their title rivals in heavy investing. And although the likes of Fabinho, Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Robertson and Henderson have all signed contract extensions in August, their iconic front three all see their current deals end in 2023. But the Reds are looking to fill the gap left by Wijnaldum, who left on a free to PSG, and their eyes have been drawn to two players in La Liga. Firstly, Real Madrid's Marco Asensio, who is apparently not a large part of Ancelotti's plans, so is looking to reinvigorate his career. According to Fichajes, Liverpool are preparing €35 million for the Spaniard in the winter window. They could find competition from Arsenal and Tottenham, who are both monitoring the situation, but Liverpool seem to be frontrunners for the 25-year-old. And the second player they've got their eye on is Valencia's Carlos Soler, who has stepped up after the mass exodus on the Spanish coast, that saw many of their best players being sold on the cheap. Soler, who was born in Valencia, has a release clause of £125 million. But the Bats are still struggling to balance the books, so Liverpool will be looking nowhere near that figure to secure his services. Both of these rumours have been pushed by Fichajes, who aren't exactly the best resource when it comes to transfers, but it does raise the question. Liverpool, for around £35 million, would you be happy with either Soler or Asensio as a Wijnaldum replacement? Just before we move on to our next section, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. Leave a like on this video and a comment, as it does help us massively. Let's move on. Staying in Liverpool for our next story, as according to Bild in Germany, Liverpool are in a three-way battle for Red Bull Salzburg's Karim Adeyemi. Adeyemi, who is still only 19, is the latest striker off the Red Bull conveyor belt, following the likes of Patson Daka and Haaland, scoring 6 goals in as many league games so far this season. Obviously, this has caught the attention of Europe's biggest clubs, with Barcelona and Bayern joining the aforementioned Liverpool in the hunt for the German wonderkid. The Reds have a track record of buying players who have been through the Red Bull system, with Minamino, Keita, Konate and Mane having all passed through one of their franchises. But Adeyemi, who scored on his international debut in a 6-0 victory over Armenia this Sunday, was born in Munich and could be lured by his national teammates to join Germany's most successful side. Contracted until 2024, Salzburg are in no rush to sell, but with Transfermarkt valuing him at £18 million and seeing the success and subsequent price rise of Haaland, it seems the big teams might not want to miss another trick. Could we be looking at the Firmino replacement for Liverpool? Or is Adeyemi the man to fill the very large boots of Lewandowski in his hometown of Munich? Either way, this is a player you should be keeping a very close eye on. Having spent the most of any Premier League club this summer, Arsenal, who aren't in the best financial situation, have been looking to offload a lot of dead wood to free up some cash. David Luiz is now a free agent, Willian joined Corinthians on a free, whilst Guendouzi, Saliba, Nelson and Bellerin all left on loan. And it seems Mohamed Elneny is the next player the Gunners want to move on, but it doesn't seem like the easiest of tasks. Even though the Egyptians spent the 1920 season on loan to Turkish side Besiktas, talks of a permanent move have broken down over wage demands. Galatasaray were also interested in the midfielder, but allegedly have ended their interest for the same reasons. As the Turkish League's summer window closes on the day this goes out, if Arsenal can't get a move sorted with either of these clubs, they will have to push hard for a deal in the winter window or lose him on a free. And if they do lose him on a free, this will continue a worrying trend for the Gunners underselling their players, with players like Ramsey, Sanchez, Mkhitaryan and Willian all leaving for no fee over the last 3 years. And although Elneny isn't the same calibre of player, these decisions have meant Arsenal have spent £247 million more than they've made. There are some serious decisions to be made at Arsenal. Let's just hope that the £149 million they spent this window hasn't gone to waste. When it comes to wasting money, Donny van der Beek's £35 million move from Ajax to Manchester United is certainly bordering on this. Having only been gifted 4 Premier League starts in his debut campaign, the Ajax Academy graduate must have been scratching his head as to why he wasn't moved on this summer, especially with strong interest from a host of European clubs such as Arsenal, Everton and Inter Milan. It was revealed this week that the Dutchman has had some long conversations with United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer amidst a near approach from Everton. In this conversation, the Norwegian reassured Van der Beek, saying, "I need you and I want to keep you here." And with the 24-year-old saying he's physically stronger now, and with having a year's experience being in England under his belt, the two agreed to see things as a new beginning. But his agent Guido Alberz has been left frustrated at the signing of a certain Cristiano Ronaldo. He told Ziggo Sport, "Cristiano arrived on Friday, which we knew was bad news for us. Pogba plays on the left, and with Cristiano's arrival it means another extra player in midfield." He goes on to say that it was them who were pushing for a move to Goodison Park, purely based on the Premier League minutes given to Van der Beek. But after that conversation with the manager, both Van der Beek and his agent feel confident that the Dutchman will be given his chance this season. What do you guys think? Do you think he's being treated unfairly? And should Van der Beek have left for Everton? Let us know in the comments. Another player who's been questioning their minutes for the Red Devils even before Ronaldo's arrival is Jesse Lingard, whose contract is set to run out at the end of the season. The 28-year-old saw himself on loan to West Ham in the latter half of the 2021 season, appearing 16 times and scoring 9 goals and making 5 assists, helping the Hammers to reach European football and quickly becoming a fan favourite. His loan spell was so successful that West Ham wanted to make the move permanent over the summer, but United stood firm, confident they could tie Jesse down to a new contract. Well, this week Lingard, who scored twice for England in their victory over Andorra, has rejected the deal proposed to him by his boyhood club, meaning that he'll be allowed to leave for free at the end of the season. Lingard is worried about his playing time and the effect it will have on his 2022 World Cup ambitions, having missed out on the Euros. This should prick the ears of West Ham fans, who, if United want to make any money out of Lingard, could swoop in the winter window. But any romantic dreams of a reunion might be just that, as in the summer, after failing to land the Englishman, West Ham signed CSK's Nikola Vlasic for £27 million. Having not moved in the summer and made his intentions clear to United this week, has Lingard made the wrong choice? Should he have moved in the summer? And how do you think he should play out his time before the Qatar World Cup to ensure his place in the squad? As always, let us know in the comments. So that's it for Transfer Talk for this week. Was there any stories we missed out? Let us know in the comments below. And as ever, if you like the video, please leave it a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We'll catch you next time.